the last couple of years, Bang Energy has become the most popular energy drink in the US, a true David versus Goliath story. I'd be surprised if you aren't banging right now.
Remember when this drink was the #1 fastest growing company? What happened? If you were on fitness TikTok or Instagram between 2018 and 2021, you could not escape the incredibly unfunny ads of Bang Energy. They were all about bright cans, wild flavors, and an insane CEO who looked like a GTA Vice City NPC.
Consider myself the world expert on these unique ingredients.
But behind the neon branding and the unfunny promos, Bang Energy was quietly building one of the messiest corporate collapses in the energy drink industry. The lawsuits, the bankruptcy, and a failed comeback of the disgraced CEO. I'm honestly surprised that people are still promoting this company, but let's look at exactly what happened with Bang Energy, because the story is even crazier than you might think. I was originally going to make this video about the company GamerSupps, but I haven't received my GamerSupps products yet, and I made a YouTube short on my experience instead. But then I was at Walgreens looking for some sparkling water, and they had Bang Energy drinks in the fridge, and I wondered, whatever happened to Bang? A company that I thought was a meme or some sort of YouTuber product. The name is a euphemism for sex, the creator is a narcissistic psychopath, and it was only ever promoted by TikTokers or Instagram comedians.
I was wondering if you want to bang.
Like, you mean
like right now?
And I want to talk about all of these things, starting with the company. Bang Energy launched in 2012, and like most modern energy drink companies, it looked like the perfect modern drink. Zero sugar, flashy branding, fitness focused, massive 300 milligram caffeine can. I have honestly never even tried it. I'm not much of an energy drink guy, and these flavors are very strange. What do we have here? Peach mango. Okay, that's pretty normal. Blue raz, purple haze, sour ropes. Ropes? What does that mean? And black cherry vanilla. And these are just a few of the flavors that they've had. The only reason I have these ones are because they're the only ones I could find. Bang Energy has almost completely disappeared from stores. All Bang Energy products are PhD formulated for effectiveness and for active lifestyles. Okay, if you say so, but I want to try some of these flavors. Starting with blue cherry vanilla. Did I just hiccup? That's actually really good. Pretty normal, not bad. Peach mango. These are honestly not terrible. Sour ropes, whatever that means. I couldn't tell you what flavor sour ropes is, but it tastes really good. And blue raz. I like this one the least, but it's still quite good. But Bang Energy's appeal really wasn't with the taste or the formula, it was the marketing. Bang flooded the internet. Years ago, I made a video talking about how much I hated Instagram comedians who promoted Bang Energy drinks. Headshot. It was such an annoying time on the internet. At its peak, the company was spending enormous amounts of money on influencers. Their influencer campaign was extremely aggressive. We're talking about Instagram models, fitness creators, YouTubers, TikTokers, and most famously, the Hype House.
What's up, BT? Welcome to the Hype House.
Yeah, Bang Energy actually sponsored and funded the Hype House. I think they spent $5 million on this mansion in LA.
The $5 million home is set on roughly 20 acres of land with a nice backyard space.
They didn't pay rent in exchange for branded content. All they had to do was create 8 Bang related TikToks per month, and they got to live in this giant LA mansion rent free.
Today we're going to be trying pine berries. We're going to be going on a bagel and seeing what people thought of the Hype House show. We're going to be putting water in our mouths and slapping each other with tortillas.
What did he say?
By 2020, Bang had captured around 10% of the US's energy drink market, making it one of the fastest growing companies of that year. Their influencer campaign had over 1,200 influencers and a massive TikTok presence. They spent around $7.7 million in advertisement and marketing alone in Q1 of 2020. I think at the time that was more than Monster, more than Red Bull or Rockstar, but at this point it wasn't marketed towards athletes or bodybuilders. It had a very young audience. It was mostly college students, maybe even younger.
It's game day at the University of Michigan, and if you know, you know.
Just a year ago, Bang Energy did a collaboration with AMP. They did a photo shoot, they gave them their own flavor, they did a commercial. This commercial is weird. Bang Energy has the power to make Kai Cenat a good basketball player and to grow Agent's hairline back. These types of influencer marketing worked for a while, but behind the scenes, the legal problems were stacking up fast. But I can't talk about the lawsuits without talking about the CEO first, because the lawsuits were directly linked to his insanity. So this is Bang Energy's founder, and former CEO Jack Owoc. Depending on which interview you'd watch, Jack was either a multi-subject teacher or a substitute teacher, who knows. But what we do know is that in the early 1990s, Jack decided to pivot completely into the supplement world. In 1993, he founded Vital Pharmaceuticals, also known as VPX. This was the company that would eventually create Bang Energy. But before Bang ever existed, VPX had a history of extremely aggressive and sometimes questionable products. The biggest example, Redline. Redline was essentially a liquid pre-workout in a bottle, and this was intense. We're talking extremely high caffeine, heavy performance marketing, consumers reported hospitalizations, and it was pulled from most retailers. That's pretty bad. But in 2012, Jack Owoc finally found his golden ticket, which was Bang Energy. He took a high stimulant formula, turned up the caffeine to 300 milligrams per can, and added flashy science sounding ingredients like super creatine, CoQ10, and a whole bunch of buzzwords. Then he wrapped it in bright colored cans and promised things like performance and fitness. And this is where things get really weird, because Jack really tried hard to push this product as a fitness/health beverage. He would post videos of himself working out. He would even host events with women dressed in bikinis. He would interview himself in the worst possible way, making outrageous claims.
As you age, you have creatine transport deficiency syndrome, where creatine does not cross the blood-brain barrier as well as it does when you're younger.
And don't get me started on his horrendous outfits. Like, he walks around with a pendant that is the Bang Energy B. DH pictures of himself promoting super creatine, which was a made-up ingredient, something that, according to the company, solves creatine's instability in liquid form. Right. Of course. He also claims that Bang Energy would reverse dementia. Like, I don't understand where they're coming up with these things. It sounds like the Lazarus pit of energy drinks. His claims were insane, but they got worse. He even claimed that the consumption of Bang Energy drink can reverse. I'm gonna highlight it here. You know what? He can tell you himself.
You can solve mental retardation as we age.
Good to know.
Remember, this is the guy that was supposed to be a science teacher before he entered the energy drink game. Where is he getting this from? The man is clearly an old crackpot, but that's one of the many reasons why the company was getting into so many lawsuits. So back to the multiple Bang Energy lawsuits. In 2018, the Monster Beverage Corp sued VPX, claiming false advertising. Ooh, I wonder why. Maybe because of the super creatine that they used to put on all their cans? Defendants VPX and Owoc sell Bang by misleading and deceiving the public about products, ingredients, and the benefits of consumption. Simply put, defendants' advertising and marketing scheme tricks consumers into believing they are getting something they're not. According to defendants, Bang is nothing short of a miracle drink that delivers benefits and cures that have evaded scientists for decades. For example, defendants claim Bang contains significant amounts of super creatine. Super creatine is nothing more than a water-soluble creatine, a popular supplement. Super creatine is 20 times more effective at reaching the brain than other forms of creatine. This is false. Consuming Bang can reverse.
You can solve mental retardation.
It cannot. Consuming Bang can also help cure Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, Huntington's disease, and other forms of dementia. It cannot. Bang is the healthiest drink on the market. It is not. How can they make these claims? So Monster argued that the ingredients was misleading and it was not actually doing any of the things that it was supposedly doing. And in 2022, a jury agreed and Monster was awarded $293 million. Even though Bang lost, the CEO stupidly tried to defend his made-up ingredient list.
Our super creatine validating research doesn't end there. We have another study conducted by researchers at Peking Biotech Medical School that demonstrated a significant and steady rise in free creatine levels in the blood after ingestion of super creatine. What's even more remarkable is that free creatine levels in the blood continue to rise for 24 hours after ingestion.
But the lawsuits don't end there. Another company, Orange Bang Inc., alongside with Monster, won a major 2022 arbitration against Bang Energy and VPX for trademark infringement. They were awarded $175 million in damages and a 5% royalty on all future net sales of Bang. But we're still not done, because Bang Energy was also sued for copyright infringement for using one of Prince's songs. Prince's estate wins Purple Rain trademark case against Bang Energy Drink. Then to make things worse, in June 2022, PepsiCo ended their relationship with Bang Energy. PepsiCo in 2020 signed a deal with Bang saying that they would be their exclusive distributors, and the deal only lasted 2 years. Then finally, on October 10th, 2022, VPX, the maker of Bang Energy, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. All of that is terrible. But in one of the most ironic outcomes possible, Monster Energy, the company that sued Bang originally for $293 million, they ended up acquiring Bang's assets in 2023. So they financially crippled the company and now they own it. So Monster owns their inventory and their brand, and Jack Owoc lost control of the company. But the drama still isn't over. So after hearing all of that, I'm surprised I even found any Bang energy drink products at all. I actually went to 5 different stores and none of them even carried Bang. And if they did, which was like a Walmart superstore, it would be hidden in between the Monster energy drink products. I'm surprised people are even still sponsored by Bang Energy. 3 months ago this was posted, sponsored by Bang. Even this TikToker, they posted this a few weeks ago. So after all of this, you'd think that Jack would silently disappear and just spend time with his family. No, of course not. He instead tried to make a comeback with a brand new energy drink company. And I really haven't seen many people talking about this. So feast your eyes on AI Energy.
Jack is back. Please spread the word, my friend.
What is this AI slop? It seems so fake and it doesn't really make much sense. But let's ignore the terribly produced AI and look at this Facebook page. Because last year, somebody asked, has anyone tried these? I had one and personally didn't care for it too much. Not much flavor to it. They are from the same guy who started Bang. These are junk. You'll soon find these in the bargain bin stores. That's right, Jack's trying to make a little money with a company that looks like it was completely distributed and designed by AI. This is the most low effort company I've ever seen. Why is he wearing a sleeveless buttoned up shirt in the lab? Like, what a great idea. A company where the theme is AI and also the logo and the website. Terrible colors, terrible logo. Oh, you can get yourself a variety pack. What are they claiming here? It has 0 calories, 0 gluten, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. The AI Ultra Dopa Energy creates a unique customer experience designed to significantly boost mood, motivation, movement, and memory. Are you sure about that? Here we have some testimonials from, 5 people? I don't know what he was thinking. Creating this de-aged AI version of himself, promoting this drink. There is no way that anybody is going to care about this. And then at the bottom you have the social media, which is all a bunch of AI generated images of whoever these 2 women are. It is crazy. The aspect ratio doesn't even look correct. Look at the hand compared to the person's body. I was gonna get a variety pack so I could try it and let you know how it is for $36. Oh wait, $28 if I subscribe. That's good. But this is the company where every single inch of the website is AI generated. Not only that, it's an online company only. They only ship to the US and it's incredibly shady. I don't want to put my credit card info anywhere near this site. I did find out that AI Energy had an Amazon page as well. There was only 2 ratings. One of them says, you sent me the wrong flavor. I ordered grape, you sent me peach. Yuck, no returns. Another person said, I have not received item. Not only are there only 2 reviews, and both those reviews are horrible, but for some reason, it doesn't even ship everywhere in the US. It doesn't ship to Tennessee, it doesn't ship to California. So where are you getting it from? So I decided to visit the storefront and I realized it's gone. Whatever stock they had on their Amazon page is completely disappeared. So that's a shame. If I do end up trying it, I'll probably just make it into a YouTube short, but I highly doubt that I'm ever going to be purchasing any of AI Energy. So as far as I can see, there's a few things that really killed off Bang Energy. The aggressive and risky marketing claims, like their super creatine, massive legal liabilities, losing the partnership with PepsiCo, the insane CEO, obviously.
Super creatine validating research doesn't end there. So I was always considered myself the world expert on these unique ingredients.
You can solve mental neurodegeneration.
And even though their aggressive marketing campaign made them popular, the company made promises of health and wellness that they really couldn't back up, especially in the eyes of the court. Jack Owoc seems to have this new AI energy company, but it's getting no traction. Their Amazon page has completely disappeared. But knowing Jack's track record, it's probably not the last that we've seen of that kook.
Jack is back.
I was late to the Bang Energy train, but I still wanted to talk about this company. So if you did enjoy this video, leave me a comment down below and be sure to tune in next time.
Please spread the word, my friends.